We are all haunted by something. Moments we can't erase. Words we wish we never heard. Mistakes we replay in the silence of our minds. They don't always scream. Sometimes they whisper. Whispers of failure. Of betrayal. Of loss. Of what could have been. That whisper becomes a chain. A chain we carry. Day after day. Step after step. Some call it trauma. Some call it regret. Some don't even know it's there. But it is. Like a ghost. Like a shadow. Like a weight pulling us under. We try to move forward, but something holds us back. But what if I told you? You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your scars. You are the one who survived them. You are the one who carried them. You are the one who is still standing. 1. The weight we carry. Every soul carries weight. This line introduces the universal truth. Everyone has been hurt, rejected, disappointed, or burdened by life in some way. A past shaped by choices, by pain, by moments we didn't choose but had to endure. We're not just shaped by what we did, but also by what happened to us without consent, heartbreak, trauma, abandonment, loss. These are the weights we carry. We walk with it every day. Often silently. Often unaware. Much of this emotional weight becomes unconscious. We operate from it, our reactions, insecurities, fears, but we rarely realize its origin. But it shapes our present. It influences our future. Without awareness and healing, the past doesn't stay in the past, it defines how we live today. It affects relationships, decisions, confidence, ambition. 2. The invisible prison. This weight becomes chains. Not made of steel, but of memory. Of guilt. Of shame. Of fear. These aren't physical chains, but emotional ones. Memory, replaying trauma or regrets. Guilt, for what we did or didn't do. Shame, believing we are the mistake. Fear, of repeating the past or facing the future. They feel just as heavy as real chains, even though no one else can see them. They hold us back. And worse, we forget they're there. Over time, these chains become normal. We stop questioning them. They shape our choices, limit our risks, and kill our dreams, quietly, invisibly. We think the world is against us. But it's the battle within that binds us. This is the powerful reframe. It's not the external world keeping us trapped, it's the inner prison created by unhealed wounds, limiting beliefs, and unresolved pain. 3. The whisper in the silence. Sometimes the past doesn't scream. It whispers. Not all trauma is loud. Some of it shows up subtly, through self-doubt, perfectionism, imposter syndrome, fear of abandonment. In the quiet moments. Before sleep. In failure. In loneliness. These are the times when we're most likely to hear those whispers. At night, when distractions are gone. When we fail and insecurities surface. When we feel alone and self-worth is questioned. It tells us lies that sound like truth. This is critical. The mind can be a masterful liar. These whispers feel true because they're familiar and often repeated. You'll never be enough. You can't change. But these aren't facts. They're echoes of pain. But every whisper is a test. And every test can be overcome. Here comes the empowerment. These thoughts aren't destiny, they're challenges. Recognizing them is step 1. Confronting and rewriting them is step 2. Victory comes through awareness, repetition, and self-compassion. 4. The mirror of identity. Who are you? The past tries to answer that question. We often define ourselves by our failures, I'm a disappointment. Our pain, I'm broken. Our trauma, I'm unworthy. These aren't identities, they're experiences we've misinterpreted as identity. But the truth is, you are not your mistakes. You are not your wounds. You are not your story. This is the reclamation of self. Mistakes are moments, not definitions. Wounds are evidence you've survived, not proof you're weak. Your story is not finished, and you get to edit the narrative. You are the storyteller, the creator, the one who decides what happens next. This line returns the power to the viewer. You are not a victim of your past. You are the author now. You decide what you believe about yourself moving forward. 5. The fire of courage. To break free, you must walk through the fire. This line calls the viewer to be brave. Growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in courage, when we face what we've buried. The fire of your truth, of your darkest memories. This fire represents admitting what's really hurting you, revisiting the memories you've avoided, telling yourself the truth, even when it hurts. But this fire doesn't destroy. It forges. It purifies. The fire here is not your enemy, it is your initiation. It doesn't consume you, it cleanses you. It burns away what is false, not what is real. It shows you the strength that was always inside you, buried under fear. It reveals the unbreakable core within you. This is the reward. You emerge with clarity, strength, and self-respect. You meet the real you, not the broken version from your past, but the undeniable, unbreakable self that fire cannot touch. 6. Mastering the inner world. True power begins within, not outside, not in revenge, not in achievement. So many chase power externally, status, control, validation, success. But this chapter flips that idea. Real power is internal. It's emotional discipline, mental clarity, peace that doesn't depend on the world, but in stillness, in clarity, in owning your mind, your emotions, your reactions. This line defines inner mastery. Stillness is peace in chaos. Clarity is seeing without distortion. Owning your reactions means responding, not reacting, choosing your behavior, not being driven by fear or habit. Without inner mastery, you're controlled by everything, people's opinions, past pain, daily stress. With inner mastery, you become unshakable. Not numb, but grounded. Not emotionless, but emotionally intelligent. 7. Rising above the noise. The world will try to shake you, judge you, break you. This acknowledges reality. Even when you heal, the world keeps throwing challenges. People may still misunderstand or attack you. Life stays chaotic. But when you have mastered your inner world, nothing outside can move you. Here lies the strength. You've built a fortress inside, one no one else can touch. You respond instead of reacting. You stay grounded. You become the storm, not the branch that breaks under it. Before, you were the fragile branch, snapping under pressure. Now, you are the storm, a force of nature. Confident, centered, unshakable. 8. Forgiving the past. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is release. Often, people think forgiveness means excusing what happened. But here, it's redefined as a power move, the intentional act of letting go so you can heal. It is reclaiming your energy. Holding on to hate, pain, or bitterness drains your life force. Forgiveness is reclaiming that energy for your growth, not their benefit. It is saying, this no longer controls me. This is the turning point, forgiveness as emotional sovereignty. You're no longer giving the past the right to dictate your emotional state. You forgive not because they deserve peace, but because you do. This is the heart of the chapter. It's about self-respect. You choose to forgive because you value your peace more than the pain. It's about freeing yourself, not justifying them. Without forgiveness, you stay energetically tied to the pain. Forgiveness is the final step before stepping fully into your power. It marks the moment when healing becomes not just internal, but spiritual. 9. Reclaiming power. The past took your confidence, your voice, your sense of purpose. This is the truth many face. Trauma or toxic environments can crush your identity. It can leave you questioning your worth, doubting your ideas, and living small. But only because you gave it permission. This line reframes the situation. You didn't choose what happened, but you may have unknowingly surrendered your power by believing the lies pain taught you. Now, It's about choosing differently. Now, take it back. This is the pivotal command, no longer waiting for permission, validation, or the right time. Now is the time. Stand tall. Speak loud. Own your space. 3 powerful affirmations. Stand tall, claim your presence. Posture reflects inner strength. Own your space, whether emotionally, physically, or spiritually, you belong here. 10. Living unchained. This is your rebirth. This is your flight. Freedom is framed as a new beginning, not just an escape from chains, but a transformation into something greater. This is what freedom looks like when it comes from within. True freedom isn't external, it's an inner radiance. It doesn't scream for attention, it glows quietly but powerfully. It doesn't shout. It radiates. It inspires. The difference between forced freedom and authentic freedom. Shouting is desperation. Radiating is confidence. Inspiring others flows naturally from that confidence. 11. Becoming the master. True mastery isn't isolation. Mastery is not about withdrawing or hoarding your power. It's about connection. It's influence. It's helping others rise while staying grounded. Mastery means holding your own power while supporting others to find theirs. This is leadership built on empathy and authenticity. It's becoming the light you once needed. This line captures the essence of transformation. You've been through the struggle. You've found freedom. Now, you use your experience to illuminate the path for others still chained. 12. The eternal flame. Your story isn't over. It never was. This reminds the viewer that healing and growth are lifelong journeys, not finite goals. The flame inside you is eternal. The inner fire of resilience, wisdom, and mastery is enduring, beyond any challenge or moment of doubt. Feed it with truth. Protect it with love. The flame requires care. Truth keeps it burning bright. Love guards it from being extinguished by fear or despair. Let it light the way for generations. This line connects personal transformation to a greater legacy. Your courage and mastery can inspire not just yourself, but others who come after you. This is not an end. This is the beginning. Your journey of freedom is ongoing. Healing is continuous, but every step forward is a victory. You carry your story, your fire, your mastery. Let it guide you. Encourages the viewer to own their growth as a source of strength and inspiration. If this message touched you, share it with someone still chained. This invites connection and spreading the message, helping others begin their own journey. You are not here to be a prisoner of memory. You are here to be the master of your destiny. Chained by the past? Only if you let it. Freed by inner mastery? That choice is yours. Subscribe. Like. Join us in walking free together. A clear call to action that feels natural and supportive, encouraging community building and ongoing engagement.